back to my channel. So today is the day that we're doing a Q&A. I'm really excited about it. Over the last couple of videos, I've been asking you guys to ask me questions for my Q&A. So we're doing that today. I haven't done a Q&A and I feel like forever. I think it's been at least a year. And I love these. I think they're so fun, and for some reason I just haven't done one. So it was time, and you guys came with really awesome questions, and so I'm really excited about it. I've got Jess here. I'm probably gonna switch her out with some other dolls throughout the video. Alright, so I'm pretty much just going in whatever order that I happen to see them and screenshot them onto my phone. So there are quite a few questions from the same people. I just pretty much wanted to answer all the questions I got, so it's good. Anyway, let's see. From Frosty Doll Noses Studio, who is your favorite historical and what motivates you to film? So I love this question, especially the what motivates me to film part, but my favorite historical, I would have to say, is probably Kaya. I think she's really awesome. But then I also really love Felicity and Elizabeth, so I don't know. But if I don't think too hard about it, right now I'm thinking Kaya, but story-wise, probably Felicity and Elizabeth. So, but what motivates me to film, I love this. Why I love making videos, I think, is I just think it's such a fun hobby, and it really is something that keeps me going and keeps me excited about like what's going on in my life, because I live where it's not always the best weather, and when it's not nice outside, there's really nothing to do, and it really keeps me happy and creative, and so I love that. But even more so than that, I think my favorite thing is when I make a video that people really enjoy, and like the coolest thing in the world is when I come up with an original idea and someone else asks if they can make the video because they loved it so much, and that's just the coolest compliment to me. So I love when that happens because it's just crazy. Yeah, but that's really what motivates me. What is a doll that you originally didn't like or pay attention to but now love? So there are quite a few of these dolls if you guys have been watching my channel for a while. But yeah, I think I would say, on first glance, doll that I didn't love before but now do, I would say Truly Me 57 is the one that comes top of mind. I just had never really noticed her before, and then I absolutely loved her from the second that I saw her at the store and fell in love. So that's kind of the one I'm thinking of. I also have I do have an appreciation for a Mary Ellen now, but not nearly as much as I do for 57, so I would say that one. Do I collect anything other than Rainbow High and AG? Not as far as dolls. I do collect several other things because I am like an obsessive person who does have a lot of collections. Books, movies, like perfume, sometimes makeup if I like it. Let's see what else. Like everything. I would collect pets if I could, but that's frowned upon, so I don't. And plus I don't have the time for that. But let me rephrase that. I love animals, and if I could collect them like responsibly, I totally would. Yeah, okay, so have I been telling you guys who asked those questions? Okay, so it was Frosty Doll Noses, I Love Kittens, and then Amina. So this one is from AG Kate Studios, and she has a few. What is your favorite girl of the year? Kanani, hands down, always. What is your favorite meat outfit? I would say I really love Blair's meat outfit. As far as like the bees, I hate bees, so I'm not really sure why. I think it's cute, but I do, I love it. I also am completely obsessed with Addie's blue dress. How did your boyfriend find out, or did you tell him about your dolls, and what was his reaction? If you did tell him, how did you do it? So there was definitely a phase between, you know, we just started dating, he didn't know about my dolls, to now there is literally a room in our house dedicated to dolls, so he has to know about them, obviously. And I would say, honestly, I remember the day that I told him, because it was, I think, 2 months after I'd started my channel, and I realized that I was making a lot of content, and it really wasn't something that I was able to hide because there were dolls everywhere when I was filming. You know, I just didn't have as much time anymore because I was editing a lot, and it didn't really make sense, and he would like text me and I wouldn't get back to him for like an hour or two, and so I decided I needed to tell him. And basically we were at lunch, and I was like, yeah, so I have a hobby. I make YouTube videos. And he's like, really? Like, what do you do? And I'm like, okay, this is where it gets weird. And it's not weird, you know. I feel like people get weird about their hobbies if it's something that's like not traditionally cool. But he also has hobbies like that, so it wasn't too weird, but I did feel weird about it just because it's always like the first thing you're like, I don't really know how people are gonna react. But I knew he'd react fine because I knew him and I knew he was a good dude, and it didn't really matter. So, dream AG item that is not a doll. I love what they're doing with the travel collection. I think it's so incredibly gorgeous. I really do. I love everything about it, but I would love if they'd go like historical, like traveling outfits, if that makes sense. Regency era clothes, or like Egyptian style stuff. Greek, that'd be really cool. Roman, like, I don't know, probably not gonna happen, but I just think it would be really cool. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about AG? So I would say my favorite thing about AG is how willing they are to kind of like expand their universe, and they're willing to adapt and change. It takes them a while, I will admit, but they are receptive to their audience, I feel like, eventually. And the thing that I like least about them is kind of the same thing, that it takes them a while to respond to things. I feel like they do eventually. They kind of try to ignore it for as long as they can, which I feel like most companies are like that, and I think, you know, they do a fairly good job. You know, I love AG as a company. They're the only company that I've been loyal to, like, pretty much my entire life. And maybe they don't always do the right thing, they don't do like the most correct thing that we all want to see, but at the end of the day, I do feel like they're a really good company. Yeah, okay. So, and that was from Sisters AG123. So this is from Sunny Days AG. What are your other interests besides dolls and YouTube? Are there other interests? I'm kidding. Okay, there are. So I am now at that age where I am renovating a house. I'm kind of like doing big kid stuff, and so I don't have as much time for hobbies as I would like, but I love playing guitar. I like renovating houses, actually. I'm a big decorator. I think it's really fun. I'm very artistic, so anything that like relates to that, I really love it. Music, obviously. And then I love animals, and so I really want to get a dog. You guys are probably going to see me getting a puppy within the next few months, and I'm going to have it on this channel because like it's gonna be a big deal. Like it's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be super clingy. I'm so excited to get a puppy. Like I haven't had my own puppy since I moved into this house because our family dog is with my parents, and so I am kind of puppy deprived, and I'm really excited to get one. So you guys will be seeing that when I get it, but hopefully it'll be by the end of the summer. Yeah. Do you have a limit on how many AGs you will allow yourself to get? So, sort of. Before I moved, when I still lived with my parents, I had a rule that I wouldn't go above $50 because I just didn't have any place to display them. They were in like a closet, basically, or a cabinet, I guess, and like I didn't really have any space for them, and so I knew I didn't want to get too many, plus it was gonna be annoying to move, so that was my limit. Now I don't really have too much of a limit, but I do feel like I'm hitting max capacity for the space I'm in, which is terrible because I just moved in less than a year ago. So I don't really want to get too many more dolls until I can have more space. And so hopefully I will be downsizing my collection a little bit, just getting rid of the dolls that I don't necessarily bond with, and then, you know, be able to keep collecting the dolls that really intrigue me, but I'm not going to be getting like every doll now anymore. Because for a while I was pretty much getting every doll that I could because I just wanted all of them, and now I'm realizing that that's not really a good option with the space that I have. So yeah. What is your favorite My American Girl outfit? So I have no idea. I'm thinking about this, and I know what they were because they were so cute. Actually, I take it back. There was a music outfit, and it was purple, and I loved it, and I wanted it, and I never got it, and I will post the picture. It'll be on screen because I can't think of what it's called, but I wanted it really bad. I loved the puffy pink skirt, and I never got it. So maybe someday I'll find it on eBay. And my favorite AG pet, I would say Marisol. Marisol's cat Rascal because it was the first one that I ever got, but that's not really my favorite. I would say my favorite's probably Grace, who is Kit's dog, because I got the scooter with Grace, and I just think Basset Hounds are like the cutest thing in the world, and so I love it. Just curious, but how long does it take you to pick out a doll, and how many dolls do you have? So the dreaded how many dolls do I have question. But first, how do I pick out a doll, or how long does it take me? Usually not too long. I do film the process sometimes when I go vlogging, and you guys will see that in some of my videos, but honestly I have a rule to myself that I'll never look at one individual doll for more than like 10 seconds because you start to really overanalyze the features, and I'm trying to find the best one, and if I look too long then I don't do it. So usually it takes me like 10 minutes if I go through all the dolls in the store. Usually less than that though, because every once in a while I'll find like the perfect one pretty fast, but you know, it depends. And that was from Cherries AG, and she also asked how many dolls do I have. So I just counted, and I have 79 dolls, which is like probably 75 too many, to be honest, but I'm in too deep at this point. What is your favorite doll in my collection, and am I a fan of the World by Us collection? So my favorite doll in my collection, I would say right now, probably either Coven, Lola, or Kanani. I have Lola by me, but she's probably gonna make all of them fall over, so we're not gonna grab her, but I'll post pictures of them on the screen. And I do like the World by Us collection. The only one that I don't have yet is McKenna. I was gonna get her when I went to the store, but I kind of went a different direction, so you guys will see that when I do the other two unboxing videos coming up. but I do want to get her eventually. Dream 5 AG Studios. If you could create a doll, what would he or she be like? Honestly, I tried thinking about this and it sounds so vain, but I'd totally make a mini-me. Like, if I could do that and make it a real doll, I totally would, as far as like storyline, because wouldn't that be so cute if there was a doll that literally their entire story was about like videos for AG dolls? Like, they would come with like a little camera and a ring light and like a bunch of little dolls, and we could do like, you know, videos. We could have like a YouTube theme. I think it'd be so cute. Like, it's kind of like Z, but like I don't know, that's super conceited, but honestly, I don't know. I tried thinking about it and it just hurt my brain, so let's do a mini-me. That'd be fun. What is your top 3 favorite Truly Me dolls? I am just gonna fire off what comes to my head. So I would say Truly Me number 62, Truly Me number 64, and I feel like I'm missing a really obvious one. Maybe 40, or maybe 49, so that's 4, but I tried, sorry. Are there any dolls in your collection you haven't bonded with? Yes. Mostly Sadie, I would say, who is my Truly Me number 39. I've considered selling her several times because I think she's so cute and I just can't bond with her, and I don't know why. There are other dolls too. I haven't really bonded with Avalon, who's my Tenny, probably my Julie doll, but she has like a connection to like when I was a kid, so I do have a connection with her sort of, but just not like a, she's not like one that I'm drawn to naturally, I would say. Yeah, my Truly Me number 24. There are a lot of them, honestly. I could make a whole video on that, like dolls that I just don't really have a bond to at all. That was from Gray. Oh yeah, and the other 2 are from another doll channel. I'm so bad at telling you guys who asked these questions. I'm so sorry. Baby Blue Dollies asked, do you have any girls of the year? I have every girl of the year except for Lindsay and Kaylee. This is from Friday the 13th AG. Least favorite doll AG has ever made. I'm gonna go with Cotton Candy Pink Hair Girl because I've said that in a bunch of stuff and it's kind of true. Yeah, but you guys never know because honestly half the dolls I say I'm never gonna have, I end up having, so you guys might see a colored hair American Girl doll at some point. I don't really know. What are your opinions on Just Like You 4? I think she's adorable. I don't think she's worth $300. That's insane. But if I ever found her at a thrift store for 30 bucks or even like 100 bucks, I'd probably buy her because I do think she's cute, but not $300 cute. Are there any dolls that you prefer their Be Forever versions over their originals, and if so, why? That's, oh, the opinion on Just Like You 4 was from Blaise's Films, and then Disney Mermaid asked this one. So, yes. Any Be Forever doll that has bangs I prefer over the original historical version, because the historical versions all had like really far back bangs. Like Samantha, the original Samantha, like you could brush their hair back and it would get like kind of, it looked weird. And then with the now Samanthas, the bangs start further up on the head so you can't mess up their hair that bad. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sure it does to you guys that have it, but I don't know how to explain it. This is from American Girl Funhouse. Will you ever do a face reveal, and what is your dream doll? I don't think I'll ever do a face reveal. I've considered it a lot over the course of the last couple years and it just never really felt right, and I probably never will. I don't know. I just feel like I don't need to, and I feel good about it, so probably not. What is your dream doll? I have no idea. I kind of want another blonde doll right now just because I don't really have as many as everything else, but my dream doll up until like really recently was Cecile, and now I have Cecile, so I don't have a dream doll anymore, and I'm kind of sad about it, so I don't know. I gotta think about it. Miss B says, what are your opinions on getting secondhand dolls to refurbish? I think it's fantastic. If you guys can find secondhand dolls to refurbish, I think it's so fun. I made a video called How I Find Cheap American Girl Dolls, which I'll link above in the iCard and then down below in the description, so you guys can go check that out if you want to. But yeah, that's how I've gotten a lot of dolls over the years, is by refurbishing them, like getting them when they're used and fixing them, because honestly it's the most affordable way to do it and it's a lot of fun. Okay, Cuteness Dolls Productions asked, what first inspired you to start collecting dolls? So my grandma is a huge doll lover. She has always loved dolls, and so she bought me my first American Girl magazine, and it was all downhill from there. Ginger and Clothes asked, what kind of theme or storyline do you wish the next Girl of the Year would have? I hope she has something like maybe marine biology. I think that'd be really fun because I love the ocean and I'd love to have a doll that was fascinated by that. I think it'd be really fun. Do you think you'll be getting Claudie when she's released? I have no idea who Claudie is. I'm assuming by the way that you're saying that that's a new doll. I am so out of the loop, but if it's a new doll, I'm totally buying her. I have no idea what she looks like. I don't know what you're talking about, but yes, I'll probably buy it. Probably not the best way to answer that. So this one is from June and Me, and they asked what happened to the Co-op Vlogs channel and do you read the AG books? So if you guys don't know, I made a channel last year called it Co-op Vlogs, said I was gonna release videos in spring, never did it. I kind of chickened out. I don't know. I might do something with it someday, I'm not sure. I really just, I've been busy, honestly, I don't know. So I kind of want to do it. I haven't really given it much thought, honestly. Do you read the AG books? Some of them. Some of them. If they really intrigue me, I read them. I read Addie's, I read Kanani's, I've read Kira's, like the ones that feel kind of nature themed, or like the historical ones I try to read, but I definitely haven't read all of them. Alright, my camera died, so I'm back. So Annie Ray asked, do you have any dolls that you regret buying? Not necessarily regret buying. There are some that I feel like eventually I'm gonna sell, dolls that like I don't own anymore that I, you know, have bought in the past, or dolls that I've customized. But ultimately I don't really regret buying any of them, because I feel like if I didn't buy them, I would have wanted them, and then later I would have been sad if I didn't have them. So in kind of like a roundabout way, I'm glad that I got them so that I don't feel the need to buy them again, if that makes sense. Faden Swan DeMille asked favorite features in a doll, hair color, eye color, theme, etc. So I really love brunette dolls. I love dolls with blue eyes or hazel eyes. I love dolls with freckles. I love the Jess mold, Josefina mold, Addie mold, Sonali mold, you know, like all the molds basically. I really kind of had a soft spot recently for the classic mold too, so I really don't know, guys. I'm a mess, I don't know. But yeah, I love dark hair and blue eyes. I think that's a really pretty combo. I also really love tan skin and blue eyes and blonde hair. That's really pretty. Circus and T asked, what was your first AG-tube channel you watched? So there was only one AG-tuber that I ever watched like consistently. It was actually the first channel I ever watched on YouTube at all, was when I want to say I was 11, and I started watching, or maybe 12, and I started watching this channel called Steven's What a Dancer in 2010, which was, you know, she was kind of like one of the original AG tubers on here. Definitely my favorite. I still watch her videos sometimes when I want to feel, you know, like it's simpler times again. So I do watch her stuff. I actually have more dolls now than she ever did, which is so weird to me because I used to just idolize her and thought her collection was insane, and I used to like watch her videos on repeat and be so obsessed with her channel, and I would have done anything to like meet her and have her sign one of my dolls' feet. But yeah, she was the only one I ever really watched, and she had me hooked on dolls for sure. Okay, so this one is from AG Studios, and they asked, when did I start collecting dolls? So I started collecting in 2005. I was 7, and I got Marisol, who was the girl of the year at that time. And the final question I'm going to be answering today is from Lavender AG Studios. Do you have any tips for small AG tubers? If you want to do AG tube, I 100% think anybody can do it. Anyone can do it at all. I think anyone can take off on it too. And you don't need $1 million at all. You just need to have, you know, a goal in mind and just enjoy yourself. Make videos that you love, because people can feel that through the screen. People know if you're not really into what you're doing. And I've made videos like that before where I watch them back and I'm like, wow, I really didn't care about what I was doing at all. But I found that now when I only make videos that really give me motivation and like I have energy to do it, it's so fun. And when I make videos that I really enjoy, I just have such a much better time filming videos, and it's so much easier to be creative and get to that place, and it's okay to not have a bunch of time in the world to make videos. You know, if you can only make one video a month or every 2 months, that's totally fine. Just do what you love, because honestly at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if anybody watches your videos. The first few videos I made back in 2017, I don't think anyone ever watched them, but I just had so much fun like editing and filming and talking about my dolls to a camera that I enjoyed it. And you have to enjoy the process through and through. And that's what I would say. And I hope that helped you. And yeah, those are all the questions I'm answering today. I hope that I answered your question the way that you know, that makes you feel like I answered it well. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I have some really fun videos coming out soon. I don't want to say what they are because I want to make them and have it be like one of those things where people are like, oh my god, that's so creative. So I don't want to say what it is yet, but I have a couple videos like that I'm really excited about putting out, and I think you guys are gonna love it. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Join the family. Leave a big like on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys!